3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Happy Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Little bit different, you won't even notice it, show format. I'll get into some details later. Let me know if you notice the slight little difference that I changed. So we are looking at I believe, you know what, am I? I may not be. Stand by. I was looking at a bunch of different accounts and make sure, yep, I was in the right spot. So this is the free signal trade, just like we expected from all of the non-movement in the last month. We're getting some now, a week after the inauguration. And it was expected to be what we're seeing here. It's a push. It's a dump of the money in the opposite direction, and that allows us to scale into the trade here. So EuroCAD, sell. There's so many different ways to approach this. This is why I like this system and this algorithm that I'm sharing with you. I say that it's fully scalable, but the real fact is it's really flexible too. Let's say you're just finding this live session this morning, and you're like, okay, I understand how to enter a trade. We are in a EuroCAD sell trade. You can enter one trade. You don't have to scale. If you haven't entered from the beginning, then you don't have to scale into this trade. You can just enter a sell trade. If it pushes farther against and my system goes further, then you can add more. Not to get too technical on you, but you could enter this trade or this sequence of trades at any time you want, at any price you want. The key factor here, really, depending on when you enter this trade, is the take profit here, which is showing at 1.50167. So that's the key. You enter a sell on EuroCAD, and you set the take profit to 1.50167, and you'll do incredibly well. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. There's some other things I could go into here, but let's keep it simple this morning, Monday morning. So, as far as closure goes, obviously nothing. We've been in that trade for a couple days. It's the beginning of the week here. As far as last week's worth of closure, this just shows you right here how low of a volume there really was. We had one basket of trades close at a $35 profit. For the month, $555. So not too bad at all, but we need the volume to come back. It's just been low volume. Let's move on here to some other trading feeds. A lot of different things we can look at. I'm going to jump right ahead to the overall algorithm that I send out on this sample account, and you get to do whatever you want with these trades. You can take them all, you can take one, you can take a few, and again, fully scalable as far as the lot size. You'll notice in this account, we use this, I call it my premium signals monitoring account. We use this to kind of look at the market from a couple different standpoints. The first one is drawdown at the top, 1,500. How many trades are being in play? Maybe 2.5 dozen. And history-wise, We've closed $202 for the day. What's interesting is the most profits that you can extract from my algorithm is to trade all pairs, each pair on an individual account. That is a membership level called Portfolio Manager, where you're trading all 22 currency pairs, but you're trading them each individually on their own account and on their own smaller account, where you can also bid more or potentially take more risk. So most accounts can't handle all of the trades. However, I'll tell you this right now, and this is only, hindsight is 2020. You could have been trading the entire full algorithm of mine for probably the last month and a half. There's just not been enough volume. Typically, we focused on one currency pair at a time, one currency pair trade at a time, and that can include a basket of trades. If we're trading AUD, USD, there could be 2, 3, 4, 7 of them, all right, or just one. So fully scalable. For the week, looking back a week, the entire algorithm has made $1,185. That's relatively low for 22 currency pairs, right? That's I'd say that's very low, definitely on the low side. But it looks to be, the volume is triple today what it has been in the last 2 to 3 weeks, at least, maybe more. So when I say volume, it's this here. I'm looking at the drawdown of the overall system. The system is using $1,500 worth of its balance to trade and to place trades and to hold on to trades and trade them in a basket. So we've got, think about this. We've got triple the volume we normally have. And if you look at the history just for the day, 202 isn't too bad. So the volume has absolutely increased. Typically, I look at volume in terms of, real volume, just glancing at it, is how much drawdown is there. And if you're one of those people, if you're one of those traders that's been brainwashed to think that drawdown is a bad thing, or that red number at the top is a bad thing, I feel sorry for you, because that is a lie. You're not going to trade where you enter a trade and the price just completely moves away from you in the direction you want, buy or sell. It's going to pull back. It's going to move around. It's going to be in the negative. I don't like to call it that. It's using the money. I've had people say, well, looks like this account is really losing. If you look at this and tell me that this account is losing, you've been brainwashed. This account will do nothing but win. That's all it does. Watch my live events, watch my live show Monday through Friday. The only thing that happens is just continuous net profit. So stand by. I'm going to fix a little bit of... Yeah, no, I can't do it now. All right. The screen is frozen, but that's fine. It'll work. Let's jump over. We'll go to the pause screen here. I need a lot of coffee this morning. Let me jump over and look at some other things here. I'll give you this. Share this with you. So this is an account I started with $10,000, and I traded very aggressively using one currency pair trade at a time from my algorithm. And I also have built in what's called automatic hedging if the trade continues to go against. You can see that is happening here. The thing you have to understand when you're using auto hedge protection, not all currency pairs, certainly not all trades, they don't need hedge protection. The challenge is, well, when you need it, You're not going to know when you're going to need it before you need it. And you're going to need it way after you needed it, type of thing. So if you look at the results here, this thing's up $7,356 in a month here on a $10,000 account. So nearly or 75%. But if you look at today's history, because CAD Chief, you can see it's a CAD Chief. Originally, it's a buy trade. Any sell trade there is a hedge. Okay. See where, if you can see the comment on the screen, high lot auto hedge. And then if you look at the top one, it is an OPP high lot. OPP stands for one profitable pair. That's a feed. That's a subset feed of my main algorithm where it just sends out one currency pair at a time. So if you look at the history here, for the day, you're going to go, well, hold on. We're at a net loss, right? That's true, but not really, because this CAD Chief, this basket of trades is still in play. There's a lot of hedging going on right now because of craziness. We could go look at the currency pair on the chart. Let's do that real quick. I'm sure that it's very erratic with some huge wicks. So let's scale down to the 1 hour here. Looks like it dropped. Go to the 4 hour. Oh, it looks like it just had a big drop. It was going sideways there for a while, and it had a big drop. So yeah, it's going to have to leverage this hedging and potentially get out at some small losses. In the end, this basket of trades will be profitable. But I know that, people have really wanted the auto hedge. I really think it's more so something to use less than more of. But we'll get into that. We just need to watch. What are we doing with auto hedge? What we're doing is we know that the future can potentially hold a pair like it did last year, AUD JPY on July 11th. Go look at the chart. It fell through the floor, out the bottom of your monitor screen, across your desk, across your lap, onto the floor, down the hallway. That's how far it went down. Okay. So if you're auto hedged in that scenario, you're going to make a killing. Probably make back any loss you've made for the entire year before that, right? The entire 6 months before that. Now, the only reason you take a loss with my system is that you're bidding more than your account can handle, and or bidding more than the market wants to allow you. The market's pushing farther than it normally would. So it's all about your risk. You take what risk you want to take. It's as simple as that. The nice thing about my system being scalable is you can take as much or as little risk as you want. And of course, risk appetite has a lot to do with your own personal emotions and relationship with money. If you feel that money is scarce and that it's hard to get, then you'll be very conservative, and or I've seen just the opposite, where the tighter the money is, the more aggressive they are and the more they lose it, which is the reason they probably lose it. However, for someone such as myself, I know some facts to be true. Certainly in my life. They're only true because you make them come true. But money replenishes. Money comes back. Lost some money? Well, I'll get it right back. It's really just that simple. Mindset, but I know it's also reality. There's money everywhere. I won't get on a soapbox today. But nonetheless, this is really just kind of a test trade. I'm pulling one currency pair. This isn't what you would say if you're a subscriber to the feed itself. So let's go actually look at that. So we've basically had nothing but a bunch of trades that have gone sideways for, the last couple weeks, at least the last week. So now we're getting a little bit of movement. Let's go look at gold real quick. And this is the actual feed itself that I'm going to share with you. Meaning this is the trade that is sent out to everyone copying my trades, and it comes out at a 0.01 base lot size. And you can scale it from there. You can do 2x, 5x, 10x, 100x, 1000x, whatever you want to do, whatever works for your account. So it's attempting to make about $10 a day. That way that $10 is scalable. So if you bid a 2x on my gold feed, it'll make $20 a day. If you bid a 3x on my gold feed, it'll make $30 a day, right? Now that doesn't mean that the market can't push against us and we get into some trade we have to hold for a few days or a week, which has happened. However, that's not something that I fear. So this is looking really good. If you're only trading manually right now and you're watching the screen and catching this live, there's a good gold trade going on right now. Sell gold. So let's go to another pause screen and look to some other accounts. Still got a lot of test accounts going on right now. Let me see which one we might want to look at. Let's look at this one. Yeah, so take a look at something here. The actual feed coming from my algorithm, well, the one that you could subscribe to, is what's called, we call it OPP for short. One profitable pair is what it trades at a time. This is the actual feed that would come to you. You scale that up, right? So don't be like, oh well, you're only sending out 0.01 lot size trades. Oh, not really. Listen to me. It's scalable. You get a multiply factor, you multiply it by 2. You're bidding a 0.02. Multiply it by 10, you're bidding a 0.10 or a dollar per pip. So pretty easy, pretty scalable. Now it is in auto hedge mode because you can see on the third trade it starts hedging, and you can see the first 2 trades are sell trades. That's the original direction of the algorithm. And then this one will be, as you can see the comment on the screen there, auto hedge. Okay. So it's going to show some wonky numbers as far as closure until the entire basket closes. See how we're trading AUD, CAD, and a few of the hedge trades have closed here? That's exactly what's happening. So it's at about break even. You can't really look at, like if I look at the results for a week, $10. Remember, these are at 0.01 lot sizes, and we've had literally low volume. And then for the month, $178. Again, that's fully scalable. So it's nothing but net profit that you can scale directly to your account. Nothing but net profit. No loss. Not take any losses off your principal balance. That's probably all we really need to look at here. Looking forward to some volume this week. Looks like there's some high impact news coming all week. Let me see if there's anything else we would want to glance at. Not really. Let me take a look at something on my end. So give me a second. And this will help us. I have a brand new account list. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Let's look at one account. I got to look up the account number here, and I'll share this with you in a second. 651876. Here it is. So someone had asked this in the group, an actual member. This is what's called my stable profits feed. It trades one of the slowest currency pairs in the world, Euro GBP, and it trades it on a kind of, I think they call it a price regression, where if you look back 12 months on a currency pair and you look at a chart like this, okay, We'll go to the daily. Look back 12 months. There's a range that the pricing stretches out to and comes back to. Stretches out to and comes back to. That's a trade right there. New order, Euro JPY. Okay, the algorithm is doing its thing. Anyway, that's exactly what's happening here. In fact, let's go look at Euro GBP on the chart. So you see what it's done? Okay. Let me get my pen out here and I'll draw on this for you. We entered a sell trade right here as the price was pushing away from the median. Let's say the median price was about right here, calculated. So you can see what it's done. As it's pushed up, we've entered buy trade. I'm sorry. I'm saying it wrong. I said buy trade. These are sell trades. So sell trade, sell trade, sell trade, sell trade. There's actually two of them right here. And so it is now returning. In fact, a huge candle just today. It is now huge a movement. It dropped, and I'm surprised it hasn't taken profit, but it dropped and it's coming back up. So the idea is that it's still reaching. It has the ability to come all the way down here and reach back towards this. It doesn't have to come all the way back to the median price for it to profit, but this thing will profit. And in fact, it was probably massively in profit, if you look at this, when we got that huge candle drop, but it has returned back to that area. It's going to come down, and this thing will take profit. That's what Euro GBP does. It's very, very slow, very methodical, hence the reason I call it stable profits feed. Imagine that. Nothing closed in the last week, really. It's slow. You look at this, you trade this on a yearly basis. You don't trade this daily or for weekly profits or anything like that. That's really all we need to look at. I don't want to bore you with a bunch of other tests that really don't have any volume to them yet, but you essentially saw the full algorithm, and here again as we end is the free signal trade. I'm going to start doing, I'll make a tiny little side announcement if anybody's paying attention. As you know, I've been spending a lot of time kind of redoing how I help people, right? I put it this way: the funnel, the process, the flow of people coming in. And I've jumped back and forth between bringing new members into Discord and then bringing them into Telegram, and I've tested both ways. Telegram is not the way to do it. It's just not. You can't automate stuff. It's not. You can automate some things, but you can't automate like you can in Discord. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to bring free members into Discord. However, there's going to be a very stringent process. There's going to be a whole new kind of free member section where you come in, you get access to the training, so on and so forth. But if you're not engaging, if you're not trading, if you're not sharing your trades, if you're not communicating, asking questions, whatever the case may be, you will be put into an inactive area, which takes you out of the entire group. You'll see nothing. You'll be in that inactive area, and you'll have to take some actions to get back into the community. And so I'm keeping everyone together. I've got a free signal trade that I send out on a regular basis. Then, of course, all of the automation. Of course, I'm pulling the free signal from the automation, right? It's the best, literally the best. What we have here is the best Forex trading ecosystem on the planet. Show me something that is showing you the actual trades and winning every basket of trades that it places. Every one of them. Every one of them. You're not going to find that anywhere else. Other people are taking some losses, I'll guarantee you. And there's nothing but net profit in this system. When this basket of trades, EuroCAD, closes out, mark my words, it will be a profitable basket of trades. That's how we like to do it. So that's it for Monday, January 27th. I'll let you go. I'll be in the group, fxwithterry.com. Come join the Discord group. Go through the process. Working on some brand new training in the next week or so here. So that's it. I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday, January 28th, and we'll take a look at what this market is going to finally do. I'll see you then.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.